all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure. And this is my perspective, y'all. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Hey, Miss Nay, how you doing? But he be right. He's absolutely right with what he's saying. Like, I don't agree with everything that he's saying, all his different takes. But he be right about certain stuff. And he's right about this particular thing. He's right about this particular thing. And this is something that I have said repeatedly on this channel. What we're about to hear him say, I have said repeatedly here. He just got a more raw delivery about it. But I've been told, my sisters, it's not that it don't happen to other women, but I'm not concerned so much about other demographics of women. I am concerned about Black women in America, because that is the demographic that I am a part of. And I tried to listen to, I can't listen to the whole show a lot of times, but I did pick up where I think that he left off. If he ends up not saying in this clip what I want to talk about, I do have the clip someone parsed out. But we're going to come directly from his show. Hopefully he don't mind the use of clips from his show. Because we definitely, this is the conversation that needs to consistently be had. This is the conversation that Black women don't want to have. And we have not wanted to have this conversation because it is a stark reality. It coincides, all of this stuff coincides because we have been on this internet trying to tell Black women, it's not bashing. We trying to tell you the play. We trying to tell you what the play is. You are being hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok by the powers that be that set this feminism, women's lib, women's hyper independence, that set that wheel into motion. I keep telling everybody that is the offshoot, the offspring of white supremacy. Feminism is the offspring of white supremacy because it is a destabilizing agent for communities, and it can be that for a whole country if you allow it. This is why there are certain countries in Africa that will not allow feminism. Many of the Muslim countries who populated by Muslims for the majority won't allow feminism to take hold because other groups of people in other countries see it for the destabilizing agent that it is. It always works hand in hand with the alphabet community and those lines of thinking as well, which is a further and a different kind of destruction in a community. I'm talking about the concepts. Okay. And it's such a destabilizing agent because it operates as a bioculturon that produces a different value system. We in 2025 have a very different value system than we had in 1985, in 1975, in 1965, in 1955, in 1945. We have a very different value system that was not by accident. That didn't haphazardly happen. That was crafted, and then they documented its consequences in the Moahan Report. I have a whole playlist about the Moahan Report. Once they set this wheel into motion, they actually played it to its conclusion and then told everybody. The Moahan Report, I believe, was made in the 60s. They told everybody, this is how this is going to play out. And it's going to play out in the Black community. And lo and behold, so when Kevin Samuels was saying winter, this is what he meant. The time period where the system of white supremacy will break the tool that it has used to destroy the Black community, which has been collectively the Black woman, has used the Black woman as a collective group, giving a complete mindset that would undermine family building. It would undermine marriage. It would undermine. If you undermine marriage and family, you have successfully undermined community, culture. Okay? So if you undermine that stuff, you can't have a community. You can't have a community without solid family units that more or less move in the same fashion. See, we like to take pride in saying we're not a monolith. That's not a good thing. Because collectively, we should be. Culturally, we should be a monolith. But the problem is that we've moved so far in a negative direction. Now we're suffering with extremely low marriage rates, extremely low rates of just being able to keep a family cohesive. We have so much propaganda that we hear, that we spread among ourselves about how marriage is no good, women are no good, men are no good, being married is no good. We have stepped so far outside of what the Most High has ever wanted us to do, and then we turned around and blamed marriage for it. We followed a system handed to us by our longtime enemies in the packaging of feminism. It subverted us. And then we turned around and blamed the Most High's institution of marriage for it. We said that marriage was the bad thing. You can't make it up. You can't make this up. Now we talking trash about a system that Allah put together to benefit men and women. We mucked it up and then pointed to God's system and said God's system don't work. You ain't been following God's system. That is not the system that you have been following. You have been doing everything opposite. And now all of a sudden, God's system of marriage and the institution of marriage is to blame? No. No. This is why on this channel, I don't be speaking about nobody should get married. I don't say that foolishness. I'm not saying that. I'm not getting on that train. We have to talk about the correction of the mindset. Not getting rid of God's system as if that has been the problem. Like we got it all messed up. We got the game messed up. We got the game completely messed up. So what I want to do is I am going to stop yapping and I'm going to start playing the clip where Corey starts picking up to talk about, because he actually talks about how the men have played their role in the destruction of the village. He does not spend that whole time talking about women. He talks about men. But right now, we're going to listen to his thoughts on how the women have played their part in the destruction of the, when he say the village, Black culture, Black community, Black families.
I'm just saying, yeah, DJ Vlad, get in touch with me, bro.
Right.
You got in touch with me before when you first started, man. This is what's up, baby? This is, I tell people, man, this is church.
Hitman 221 said internet doctor. That's the new.
I knew I was gonna waste some on my shit.
Did you? What happened?
I'm good though. A subject that needs to be talked about is all of the sisters getting laid off from their jobs. Not all of them. A lot of sisters are losing their jobs.
Talking about the government jobs that he was trying to shut down?
Yeah, a lot of jobs.
Shit, UPS is fired 70,000.
I thought it was 22,000 last time. Remember I covered it?
Yeah, I think the goal is 70. But I think the goal is.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, my sisters, the roosters are coming home. My sisters, everything you did is finna come back on you because they have people in place government-wise to show you we used you to destroy the village. Now we really have no use for you no more. Your daddy ain't there. Your husband ain't there. Your son is raised wrong. Your daughter is watching you twerk. You have done what we wanted you to do well in destroying the village. Your The father of your child is probably in court with you over nothing.
I'm going to go ahead and pause him right here because he's going to go more into it. But what he said just now was quite a bit. The first thing that he talked about was the loss of jobs. And see, overall, Black people were not the highest demographic to benefit from DEI. But Black women went the hardest fighting companies that dropped the DEI policies, boycotting Target and so forth. And then you get to see why. You get to see this is a different number. I'm gonna show y'all how the news lie. I'm gonna show y'all how the news lie. Look at this. That's a 38,000. Now, earlier when I asked the same question, did the same search, the number was 106,000. When I asked how many jobs did Black women lose collectively in April of 2025, it originally said 106,000 jobs were lost. Now it's 38,000 jobs. See how the news lie? Now, when you look here, I don't want to, but the title, U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics April jobs report shows Black women lost 160,000 jobs last month. Okay. Even this title here, if you can see these titles, hopefully you can see these titles. 106,000 Black women fired, 48,000 Black men hired. Okay. Black women suffered the most job loss in April. Over 100,000 Black women lost jobs in April. Let's take a look. Okay. Here's what's behind the surge. While the national unemployment rate remains steady, Black women face the sharpest job losses in April, pushing the unemployment rate. We're not doing anything. Pushing the unemployment rate to a months-long high, according to recent data released by the federal government. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that Black women lost 38,000 jobs and their unemployment increased by 106,000 last month. Okay, they kind of straighten the numbers out. Their unemployment rate jumped to 6.1%, up from 5.1% in March. That's a full percentage point in just 1 month, which is actually a lot in real numbers. Data from the digital platform HBCU Money shows the number of Black women employed is at a 5-month low, and their number of employment is at their unemployment is at a 5-month high. Meanwhile, other groups saw no significant changes. White women's jobless rate held at 3.3, Hispanic women 4.6, and according to the report, unemployment among Black men dropped slightly. Unemployment dropped slightly for Black men, down slightly to 5.6, down from 6.1. Okay. Overall, the Black unemployment rate rose to 6.3%, continuing a troubling trend. April marked the 3rd month in a row that the number increased. Nationally, unemployment remained unchanged at 4.2. Economists and labor experts opined that the numbers reflect a broader decline in diversity equity, and inclusion initiatives due to policy changes under the Trump administration. William Michael Cunningham, an economist, owner of Creative Investment Research, told Black Enterprise that Black women's rising unemployment is directly tied to anti-DEI policies and federal workforce cuts under the new administration. He said Black women, particularly in government jobs, are disproportionately affected. This is demonstrably damaging to the Black community, something we have not seen before. The unusual nature of this increase in Black women's unemployment is a testament to and a direct result of the anti-DEI and anti-Black focus of the new administration's policies. According to Cunningham, the number of Black Americans unemployed rose by 29,000 in April, reaching nearly 1.4 million. He said the labor force also shrank slightly, with 7,000 fewer people counted. So, they are attributing this to DEI. And on its face, this is the truth. It is about DEI. However, why? DEI and other such policies that disproportionately hired and supported women as a minority, Black women as a double minority, and all of these sorts of things. They gave you, the government, Zaddy, Mr. Cartwright, gave Black women all of this educational support, entrepreneurial support, employment support. We're not even going to talk about Section 8 and all that. We're talking about working class people. Gave you all of that support so that you could tell Black men to kiss your soda cracker and your accabacker. That's why they did that. They have given Black women decades worth of support. If you wanted to have a woman-owned business, you could, apply for SBA loans and small loans for small businesses and things of that nature. You can get all types of different types of grants and different kinds of loans to go to school as a woman and as a double minority because you're Black and blah, 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 blah. And all of that propaganda about how Black women are outpacing Black men in education. They're outpacing them in jobs. They're outpacing them in money earned. They're outpacing Black men here and outpacing Black men there in order to throw it in Black men's faces, to tell Black men that they weren't good enough to be with you. You didn't need them if they weren't on your level, if they weren't earning what you were earning, if they didn't have the educational accolades, if they weren't driving this kind of car and living in this kind of place, then a Black man could not add anything to your life because they don't have any money. Black men are broke, this, that, and the third. You don't need no man coming to your life, not adding to it. Black men don't provide, other men provide, and this, that, and a third. So you gave Black men your proverbial butt to kiss collectively. Just like, and now you want to turn it around because those job losses. See, this is the wrong time to lose your job. In an economy like this, where we're pretty much in a recession and a depression, wrong time to lose employment. See, I told you years ago that Zaddy is going to snatch the rug out from under your feet. Because if he can make you, he can break you. And you ain't never been his friend. He ain't never liked you. He just pretended to be your friend. He just pretended to help you. help you do what? You never stopped to think what the outcome might be, even though you have been told many, many times what the outcome of accepting feminism and telling your men to kiss your butt and you don't need them and you can do it by yourself and all of this other big talk that you were talking. And now Zaddy came along and said, boop, snatching back that DEI. We're snatching back. We're rolling back all of that prop up that we gave you. We propped you up. We put you on that pedestal and we are going to take the pedestal away. He got you, Black woman, to burn down the house, to burn down the village. Got you to burn it down. Told you when the fire get good and hot, we gonna come get you. We ain't gonna let you burn with the rest of them. I told you years ago, he's not coming. He told you to set the fire. He gonna leave you to burn in the village too. You gotta go too. Because once you set the fire, once you do his dirty work for him, he don't have no use for you. That was your use. That was your use. Your use was his right hand as a weapon against the Black community. Like I said, feminism as a destructive ideology has done more damage to the Black community and Black family structure than any KKK attack has ever done. All they had to do was tell you you didn't need your man and tell you we will help you not need him. We will make your men financially obsolete. We will help make your men financially obsolete. We will restrict them in all kinds of different ways. We'll use different policies against them and things of that nature, make it hard for the men to make the money, thereby making him obsolete and irrelevant financially to you. You are not going to see his value outside of that, because we're going to tell you that he doesn't have a value outside of his ability to give you money. Once we complete that part and get you good and separated from your man, ideologically separate, value system separated, get the heart separated. Now you don't like each other. Make you fight him about his kids. We'll support you in family court. We'll give you all this leniency. We'll rob him of child support and give it all this kind of stuff. The courts is turning it around now. I said it in one of the videos that you're going to see this week. I be watching the court videos on YouTube, like actual court, like child support court. And they are not just going along with them women. Them judges is not doing that. So men, now is your time. If you have had trouble with your baby mama, if you are proactive in that courtroom, that judge gonna side in your favor. I've been watching. The judges be listening to these chicks. They get up there and they lie. It be obvious lies and all kind of stuff. And the judge just be like, no, ma'am. We are not increasing the child support. Matter of fact, you're trying to get a court order to prevent him from seeing a child. We're not doing that. We're gonna go 50-50. You gotta turn over the child. They've been doing it. They've been doing it. He's turning it around. Mr. Cartwright is turning all of that around. Is anybody familiar with the genocide of Rwanda that took place in the 90s? I do believe the two main tribes in Rwanda at that time were the Tutsi and the Hutu. Somebody correct me. And the colonizer there was Belgium. They were Belgian. And they had supported one tribe over another for so long in the oppression of the other tribe. They finally left Rwanda, but they left a power vacuum. And they left that power in the hands of the tribe that had been oppressed. Brutally so. And when they left it, that tribe commenced to slaughter the men, women, and children of the other tribe that had oppressed them with the colonizers' help. This is a real thing. I'm not talking about a movie. This is an actual thing that happened. Google it. The genocide of Rwanda. It was a whole humanitarian crisis. And that is what they are doing with the Black community. They supported the male and the child oppression by the women. Because just as Corey pointed out, and we're going to get back to him, the children are not being raised right. The boys are not being raised right. The girls are not being raised right. There's a rampant abuse going on in these single mother homes. Lots of, it's rampant, the uptick of predatory behavior because there are not men around to do any protecting. They supported you deleting all the kids. They supported all of that. And now they're going to vacate everything and give the power to the men. They fired you and are now hiring the men. When have they ever wanted to hire and empower Black men? When in the history of ever of this country has this government or any political, governmental, or socio-economic body has ever wanted to empower Black men financially? The hope is that Black men, in a fit of revenge, will go ahead and finish off the women. Not necessarily physically, complete 100% abandon all, which would mean the destruction beyond repair of the Black community. They're basically allowing the men to do a coup de grace on the Black community. Here, you take it. She done did you wrong for the better part of 100 years, for a good 70 or 80 years. You don't want to end her? We give you the power to do it. Don't you want to end her? Just deliver the coup de grace. All it takes is one stroke and it'll die. It's on its last legs. It's on life support right now. All you have to do is pull the plug. That's what they're telling the men to do. Just deliver the coup de grace. That's all. It'll be easy. It'll be quick. Don't you hate them? Don't you hate your women? Look how they've done you. Look what they've done. Right? I mean, we facilitated it, but they didn't have to do it. Right? See what they did? All you got to do, pull the plug now. They're banking on Black men hating Black women because of the behavior and because of all of the shenanigans that Black women have done under the guise of this feminism, under the guise of all of this other stuff, and I don't need no man and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Now they're doting on the men to say, yeah, we do hate you hoes, and we gonna make sure you die. Maybe not physically, but we gonna make sure. We gonna make sure you can never recover from this. And thus we can't recover. Right? That's the play. That's the play. That's the play. They're doing to the Black community what they did in the country of Rwanda all them years ago. Don't you hate them? They oppressed you. Leave out the fact that we helped them oppress you. But you know, just because we helped them oppress you didn't mean they had to oppress you, right? So don't you hate them? And the other group said, matter of fact, we do hate them. We do hate them. And we're going to delete them completely. And they pretty much almost wiped them completely out. Gruesomely. I'm talking about dragging them out their house and hacking them to pieces. I'm not talking about no political no political games. They didn't try to go through a process. No. We're talking about go to the houses, drag out the men, the women, and the children, and hack them to pieces right here. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go on a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to hit these super chats, and then we're going to go back to let Corey speak. So after these messages, we'll be right back because summer is pretty much upon us. And if you need some body butter, you better hurry up and go to ashkicking.com. I want to say the link is pinned to the top of the chat, but I know it's not quite pinned. So give me 2 seconds. Let me pin it. Hold on. In any case, I'm going to pin the link ashkicking.com to the chat, but you need to go to that website, ashkicking.com, pick up some of this body butter to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage by using the promo code Crimson to receive a 10% discount off of your order. Thank you so much. My mods are awesome. And the link is now pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Oh, you guys are bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button. Let me get to the super chats. Thank you, Common Man said. I said it in 1984 when women's lib really took off. Said, if y'all keep going the way y'all going, women are going to end up falling by the wayside. And look what's happening. So I have no idea what's going to happen to most of these unaware mothers. They've treated men so badly. The last 40 years, I don't think they'll have someone to save them. The trust is gone. Thank you, Baby Funk said, the higher the horse, the greater the fall when it bucks you off. Thank you, Philip, for your contribution. I appreciate you. Thank you. Farrell said, Zaddy Dumb, with Black Men Lifestyle, they can create new women. Thank you, Devon, for your super sick. I appreciate you. And thank you, Earl, for your generous contribution. I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do is we are going to continue to let Corey speak his piece.
We have used you to the same way, like back in the day, Eve ate from the forbidden tree.
Right.
This is the same thing. You ate from the forbidden tree. You went and used a system that destroys you to destroy your family. And now, with this administration in, they have no use for you. Remember all the female black mayors and everything that was happening and all like that?
Yeah.
They ain't got no use for that shit no more. I see the girl. We are the most educated. Yes, they sold you a degree that ain't finna be worth yet. You who have aged out and fell for the sucker shit in destroying your village, your family, and yourselves, the only thing you can do is try to tell your children, don't do what I did. All you women 40, 50, 60, it's over for you. You need to explain to your children, don't do what I did. Don't go around here talking about you don't need a man publicly. Don't go around bashing men for the most part publicly, because all these women who are on the internet for bashing men, there's a record of it, and I think we need to keep a record of these women in case they try to act like they something different later on. But most of them will follow who's ever the leadership. Whether the leadership is good or bad, they'll follow the leadership. While we're in this position we're in, I'm talking about the moral people of the world. You have to be aware of these women that's out for self, not for the village, because they are about to find themselves back in the village with the villagers, and the fronting like you rich, the fronting like all this is finna be over. I'm telling you, most of my sisters are broke than a motherfucker. It's some
And that is what we just said. Putting you back, not coming to get you out of the house that you burned. You're going to burn with them. Put you back and see how your village deal with you now. After you threw them under the bus repeatedly. Repeatedly. I'm going to go back to something. Because these hyenas are going to try to come out of the woodwork. And I do believe it was my good sister. I want to say, I want to, because I want to call my sister's name. I want to call her name. Give me 1 second. I want to call my sister's name. Because she left a very good comment under today's video. It might be too many comments now that I can't find her. But the comment that she left was this. She said, I don't want to hear y'all say, I don't want to hear these women talk about that they're going to do all of the stuff for men that they clowned lionesses for. If the sis is here, raise your hand, sis, because now I got too many comments. I can't go through them. But that stuck with me. I hearted that comment. She said, I don't want to hear none of these chicks get on the internet to try to now tell men that they're going to do all of the stuff that they clown lionesses for doing. We was pick-me's. We was black male identified. We was mammies. I want you to keep the same energy. Keep the energy. No, don't you dare come over here and act like you are going to fix a plate, like you are going to listen to some order, like you are going to be good to a man, like you are going to love and honor and respect a husband. Do not. I want you to keep the same energy you kept in the boneyard. I told you the boneyard was crumbling. It is falling around you in chunks. And I want you to keep the same energy, because we was pick-me's, right? We male identified. We don't love ourselves as women. We are bashing women. We want to be slaves to men. We are centering men. We are all of this propaganda. You clown lionesses. You clown lionesses. You clowned us. We were stupid. We were weak. Remember? Wanting to fix your man a plate was the whole, a year or two ago, that was a whole discussion about how you ain't gotta fix your man no plate for Thanksgiving. He can grown. He can get up, fix his own plate. Oh, no. Let him fix his plate. Let him fix his plate. Matter of fact, don't even cook. Just order some Uber or something. Because you tried to convince yourself and lionesses and other women that we was just the most weak-minded, silliest, goofiest women that ever have walked the earth. Calling ourselves trying to please our husbands and do what our husbands want us to do and do what our family want us to do and all of this kind of stuff. You talked about us from sun up to sundown. You talked about us. Girl, you let him tell you what to do. Girl, you let him tell you what kind of clothes. Girl, you let him tell you can't wear these kind of clothes. You can't have these kind of friends. You can't go over here, can't go over there. I do what I want to do. That's why I ain't got no man. Because he can't tell me that. Right. Keep the energy. I want you to keep the energy. I hope you get picked. Because you running around here trying to be a pick me so bad. Now look at you. Who want to get picked now? Oh, you want him to come pick you now, don't you? You want him to pick you now, don't you? Oh boy, now you know how to fix plates and wash clothes and listen to your husband's orders and stop twerking on social media. Now you know how to do it. Now you want to know how to do it. This is why I said I don't save hyenas. Now, do you see? Do you see? This is why I said I don't save hyenas. I don't save hyenas. I be talking to the lionesses. I be trying to get the lionesses together so we can be like, oh, okay. You know, we got our stuff together, you know. Now you want to be a pick-me. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh wow. 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 Now you want to submit to a husband? Get out of here. Get out. Get out. How long have we been warning you? How long? How long? How long have we warned? How long did the so-called pick-me say, this is how you're supposed to be a woman? You're going against the grain. You're going against the grain of what women are. We ain't got to do what these men say. These men don't know what they want, no way. And these men don't even like us. And all they want is some sex anyway. And da-da-da-da. And he got to run me my money. And he got to do this and do that. And then that's okay. We told you to stop hoeing. We told y'all stop that. We told y'all stop hoeing and stop teaching your daughters how to hoe. I said what I said. We told you to stop doing that. And you didn't want to stop doing that. Oh, we old-fashioned. The other women is married, we old-fashioned. And we don't know what it's like now. And you just doing what your husband say. And then, okay. But winter is here now. And the lionesses is tucked in for the winter. Oh, boy. The lionesses is tucked into the lion's den. We are cozy within the lion's den. it's it's windy or what have you. But we makes it. We makes it. It's a little tough a little bit. We can still feel a little bit of the wind, but we are in the lion's den with our cubs and with our lions. As the lions go out to brave the blizzard, our lions told us it's too cold to hunt. We'll go hunt. You sit back with the cubs. Our lion told us it's too cold to be out there hunting. We don't want you out there hunting. It's too cold. The conditions it's just too bad. Something might happen to you out there. I got it. We picked.
Who have found a way. And I am so happy they have. But most of my sisters are broke, just like most of my brothers are broke. But the sisters was acting like they not broke, holding up drinks on an island that they got there with a buddy pass and all that shit. No. It's finna be time during this administration where this man is literally pouring out all the fish in the pond and letting you see him try to live with no air. He's taking your income away. What jobs do you think will be available for us? When I say us, I'm talking about people of color. What jobs are going to be available for us in the future? You got to learn how to cook again.
And back to wet nursing.
Say it again.
It's going to be tough to get a wet nurse job with fake titties. That's bad for the baby.
He's so stupid, Greg.
I'm just saying, wet nurses make good. When my grandparents moved to Pasadena in the 50s, my grandmother bought a house that's worth $1.6
Off of it, what mean?
for $10,000. She was a maid.
Oh.
Right up the street.
This generation don't remember when the sisters used to stand outside like a slave auction. I'm talking about in cities like New York and everything.
Right.
And they would have Caucasian people go over there and point them out. You want a job? Yes, sir. I sweep, I clean good. This ain't hundreds of years ago. This ain't hundreds of years ago.
No, it's 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah, but now the internet is here. And everybody is, I'm boss now. No, you're not. You're struggling. And the job that you thought was going to help you pay off that car you signed for is probably finna be gone.
They said they're going to get an eyelash rejuvenation. That's great.
I'm saying, what kind of jobs can they get?
You know what, though? I'm going to tell you this, man.
Because they don't have to clean their houses no more. Look, this might be some bullshit to say. They got people from other races cleaning their house now.
Yeah.
When they brought us here to this country, that's what we was used for. To do work in the fields, be slaves. Now, they got other people who are willing to take them jobs and don't have the same disposition as the lost minded sister. You know, if they got you in the house, you on the internet. What are these girls?
He is speaking facts. And I want to point out something as well. Before we cut out of here, he talked about not having a job to pay off that car that you wasn't supposed to get because you can't afford it. I'm going to show you an example. See, these women are broke not because they never made money, but because they don't know how to spend their money. Look at this foolish man. Look at this foolish man right here. Look at the title. She paying 2 stacks a month for a 4-year-old vehicle and owes over $100,000 for the vehicle that don't even retail for $100,000. Do you understand me? Huh? Going to buy a BMW X5 on 200 credit score go crazy.
Up to a point in my life where I set all my bills on auto pay, right? Yay me, I'm excited because I'm like, yeah, I ain't got to check, I ain't got to log in here, log in here, log in here. I ain't got to check here, check there, check here, check here to see if I made sure I pay this because, baby, listen, I will forget. So I got all my bills set up on auto pay so I don't have to worry about no bills not being paid, right? So something tells me to go check my car because I want to see how much I have paid on it since I had got it like last year, March, April, February, March, somewhere around that time when I had got my BMW X5. So I checked my Capital One, which is, you know, who I got my van through. And I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, we almost halfway there, almost done. But I signed in to check my BMW and it said I only paid $5,000. I'm like, no, I'm being scammed. Because not only am I on auto pay, but I'm paying 19. Let me see. Hey y'all, so I finally made it up to a point in my life where I set all my bills on auto. I'm paying $19.93, which is a hell of a lot, right? I know. That was the stupidest thing I ever done. But anyways, I'm paying $19.93 a month for my BMW X5. And y'all telling me that since last year of March, I only paid $5,000 towards my car? So I'm on chat like, y'all can have this thing back. Because y'all ain't about to scam me no more.
Now, y'all heard enough. She paying rent money on a car. She paying rent money on a car that they are charging her upwards of 6 figures that retails for about $60,000 or less. It's 4 years old. You can get them certified used. So you can get them for about $50,000, $60,000 depending upon the mileage. And you're paying rent money for the car. If you had had a man, he'd have popped you so hard, upside your head, come in there with a deal like that. What's wrong with you? Do you know how much money that woman has wasted to pay $2,000 for a whole year? It's $24,000. Ladies, if you're going to pay notes on a car, any car, you should never pay more than a couple of $100 a month. And when I say couple of hundred, I mean like 2 or 3. And I don't care what car you have, 2 or 3 max. And the reason why I'm saying I don't care what car you get, man, other cars cost more than that. Not if you can pay for them. If you can't afford a significant down payment and a manageable couple of $100 max financing that you can pay off in about 1.5 years, you don't want to go 36 months. You don't want to do that. That's the longer that payment go, the more interest that they have added. So you'll be done paid $25,000 for a car that costs $10,000. Sticker price. If you cannot afford the maintenance of this car, oil changes, brake changes, the tires, the normal maintenance of that car regularly, you cannot purchase this car. Going in to purchase a car with bad credit, if your credit score don't start with a 7, you need to be getting a car a few years old. Stop trying to get this package and that package. You cannot afford these packages. You cannot afford those packages. The best you need to do, first of all, stop trying to buy new cars. Do not buy a brand new car. A certified used is pretty much new because they have inspected this car. 9 times out of 10, it's not a lemon that you're going to buy. Check the mileage on that car. Certain cars you cannot buy when they have high mileage because they're going to break. There are other certain brands of cars that can operate with higher mileage and they're still good cars. Get the Carfax for the car. Look at it. Never get a car more than about 5 years old, 5, 6 years old when you get it. Okay. If you must get a car that's older than that, pay cash for that car. Do not finance that car. Pay cash for the car. Buy it outright, I mean. If you must buy a car like that, demand, because it is within your right, to be able to take it to your own mechanic to diagnose. Make sure that the check engine light is not on and all of these other warning lights are not on. Check engine light could be anything. So you want to go to a mechanic. You want to go, if it's a free diagnostic, or even if they charge you $100 to diagnose, let them diagnose that car and give you a complete readout for everything going on with that car so that you know exactly what you're getting into, because you pay for cars either front end or back end. So if you have to get a car that's about $3,000, know that you're going to be in for some work with that car. That is why you take it to get diagnosed. Stop listening to the salesperson. If you buying a car outright, don't pay a penny more than that sticker price. And they'll do it. Oh, well, it costs this and it costs that. I'm paying the sticker price. They're not going to let you walk out without that car for that money. Matter of fact, You often can get them for less than that sticker price when you show up with some cash. They'll talk to you then. But you want to drive X5s and all kind of Benzes that you cannot afford. And this is why that woman was in the predicament that she is in, paying mortgage for a depreciating asset is crazy work. When you get a car, you have to maintain the car. Putting gas in it is not maintenance. When them lights come on and all that kind of stuff, you have to see to that car. The only way the car will run is if you maintain it. And if you don't have an extra $500 or so for maintenance for the car, you do not need a car. Cars need tires, cars need brakes, cars need oil changes, and cars need random things. But if you maintain the car, you can likely avoid major repairs. Cars will last you many years if you maintain them. Stop driving them until they crumble. Stop it. Y'all drives with all the check engine lights, brake lights be on. Y'all don't know the radiator light be on. It show you that the car running hot. Y'all don't know what that symbol is and all that. Come on. Talking about you don't need no man. Don't know what to do when the tire pressure light come on. Driving on them donuts. Driving to your tires bald. Don't know how to do the quarter test for the treads. Don't know what a tire rotation is. Excuse me. Don't keep up with your registration. Sticker is out. Buy you a Toyota. Buy you a Volkswagen. You can buy you a Ford now. They back good cars again. You can buy you a Honda. You must maintain it. Those brands of cars that I just named can go over 100,000 or 200,000 miles without major repair. If it is maintained properly. No, Volkswagen's not awful. Volkswagen maintained can go over 200,000 miles. I drive one. That car don't give me no problems. None. It drives like the day I bought that car. Because I maintain it. I don't let it get out of whack. I don't ignore when the lights are on. Thank you. Volkswagens are Porsches. They're also Audis. My brother drove a Jetta for years. That car was almost at 400,000 miles. It still drove the day he sold it. And he had never had a major repair on that car. Toyotas are really good. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Let me get to, did I do the thank you, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Another gem, sister. The best B men are turning their backs and going elsewhere for love, appreciation, and affection. The good sisters are starting to refer to the plantation sisters as the 92%. Thank you to Rizzo. Say, if the younger gens don't learn from the remaining Gen X men, it's a wrap, because a lot of Gen X men knew this day was coming. Now it's too late to apologize. Come on, Friday, 52 trips around the universe. Thank you so much. Yeah, Friday's mine too. 47. Getting up there. Thank you, Mr. AMG said, Black women have been saying I can do bad by myself for a long time. Keep that same energy. Stand on business. Practice what you preach. Thank you, OG, said entertainment but facts. Thank you, Original Man, said KS warned them about the winter storm and they dance on his grave. No singles events, no clubs, they crying. 106,000 job losses. Corey drove the point home. MGTOW and passports now. And karma, food stamps being cut, more foreclosures, single moms looking for a bailout, in us brothers who didn't fit the criteria, the 666s. Thank you, Basir. So the question is, how can you reconcile women you cannot trust? A wife, a paramour is the most trusted position to a man. Thank you again, Original Man, saying won't go 50-50 or believe in struggle but will help Poogie's escape from prison. Make it make sense. Thank you, Slim. Said that BMW won't go long before serious breakdown. The BMWs only last about 100,000 miles. What's worse is that this is worth less over time. She's not making money with it. Exactly. So Honda and Toyota are the only two makes that easily last 400K miles. You can't get a 7-year-old car and save by only paying liability insurance. Volkswagen was guilty of scamming. So that's it for today. Yeah, I've never heard of Volkswagen just like being a bad car. I've never heard of that. That's the best car I had. It drives so well, and it's comfortable to drive in as well. And I done put some miles on that car. Drove Uber in it a few years. I done put some miles on that car, and it start right up. It give me very minor little stuff. Nothing major. Alhamdulillah, nothing major. But anyway, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.